Hello there, everybody. It is January the 18th at 1:07 p.m. Mountain Time here in Colorado in the United States. I'm going to be doing messages for each sign for January 19th. After that, we'll do 5 minutes of Reiki, and afterwards, we will do free-for-all questions or cards of the day. So let's just get started with Aries. Aries, 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 Aries. Aries, what I'm feeling for you guys on the 19th is that you're going to be doing a lot of thinking. You're going to have a lot of stuff going on in your head. There's going to be a lot that you're trying to process. I feel like to a certain extent you're in the clouds. There's a lot of this thinking is more along the lines of daydreaming than actual logical, based in reality thoughts. So a lot of daydreaming and what if type of ideas. It has a really pleasant feel to it when I feel into this energy. So this is, being happy about something and thinking about, well, what else can we do with this? How can we make this go forward or explore this more deeply? So that's good for you, Aries. Thank you so much. That's a nice message for you guys. Lucky yous. Rami, hello. Ricky, hello. Love and Light, hello. Anna Minton, good afternoon. Virgo in New York, glad to have you here, Rami. Ascend, hello, hello. Let's see, Nora, 450. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for being here, honey. Thank you, everybody. Let's see here. Taurus. Taurus, it feels to me like peace is on your mind. There's somebody that you're looking to make peace with. So this is somebody that there's been some kind of disagreement. For some of you, Taurus, I feel like you know exactly why the disagreement came up, and you know that you have to pull up your big boy or your big girl britches and, actually take accountability for your part in the situation. For others of you, I feel like somebody's aggravated with you or not happy with you for something that really was out of your control. And either way, I think that you are wanting peace in the situation. So there you go, Taurus. Good luck on that. Oh, thank you, Nora. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Gemini, I feel like there's something that you're having a hard time making your mind up on the 19th. Not sure that it has to do with work or relationships. This may be something that is just personal, that's more mundane in your life, but there's something that, I don't know, it may be that you're looking at a car and you're trying to figure out, well, I really love this model, but do I want the turquoise one or do I want the red one? I don't know, but I feel like whatever it is, it's kind of got you hung. Whatever this decision is that you're trying to make, Geminis. Ba-ba-da-da, Manuela, hello, hello. Crate 87, hello, hello. Glad to see you both here. Okay, so for those of you who are here, if you don't mind, and if you haven't already, please share. Cancers, 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 cancers. Cancers, I feel like there's something going on, and for some of you, this is going to be going on in the home field or home life, and for others of you, this is going to be going on more in areas of work. But it seems to me like there's some kind of changes that have been taking place sort of slowly and subtly is how they've started, and they're starting to insidiously grow. At least that's your view of them, Cancer. So there are some changes that are getting bigger in either your personal life, your home life, or family life, or in your work life. And I feel like you're concerned about this. I think that um, you would like to see things actually go backwards from where they are. You would like things reversed. I don't feel like that reversal is going to happen. I do feel though like there may be a way for you to sort of stop things from continuing or at least slow them down, if you get the appropriate people on your side with this, Cancer. Tammy Bambe, hello, hello. Glad you're in the room, my dear. Let's look at Leo. So Leo, I feel like you're going to be having a significant internet connection going on the 19th. This can be something to do with work where you're having some kind of, like a Skype meeting or, internet meeting. There's all kinds of companies you can use for that nowadays. Or it could be that you're meeting somebody online in a forum or a group or whatever who turns out to be significant for your work life. And then for others of you, this is an online meeting of a romantic interest or a potential romantic partner. But interacting with somebody on the internet is the strong energy that I have showing up for Leos. Hello there, Vera. Good morning. Good morning. Actually, good afternoon. Glad you're here. Virgo. Virgo, I feel like there's some situation in your life where you've had a stop sign, and I think this has to do with another person's reaction to whatever your goals or targets are, that they are not on board. What I'm being given as your message is to realize that this is just a temporary stop sign, that you will have your chance to move forward again. So whoever this is that's not on board, either they become not so important in the picture over time, or they end up getting on board later on. But I don't feel like they get on board because of anything you say or anything you do. It's going to be because of something somebody else says or does if they end up getting on board. But like I said, some of them are just going to be out of the picture and others will get on board. I feel like this is going to happen. I think this is going to take 3 days to happen for this person to step back out of the way, or for them to get on board for you Libras, or I mean Virgos, excuse me. Libras next. La da da da. Oh, great, Love and Light says. Carla Alley, hello, hello. Glad to see you here. Libra. Libra is on the 19th. I think you're going to have a to-do list, things that you want to accomplish and that you're trying to check off. I also have a sense, as I'm feeling into that whole to-do list energy, that there are some interruptions coming up. Not all of them are unwelcome either, although they may be distracting from that to-do list. You may have things that are left over to work on the next day. But yeah, working on a to-do list and not getting all the way through it, some of the distractions that come up that pull you away from it are good ones. Let's put it that way. They are good ones. Not all of them, some of them. You're quite welcome, Rami. Hello there, Gemma. Glad to see you, honey. Scorpio. Scorpios. Okay, so what I feel like for us Scorpios is that we may be being quiet on the 19th. We may be watching how things go down. Don't get me wrong, we have opinions about things. But we are holding our tongue, and we're holding our tongue in a big way because we want to see what's going to happen, what's going to open up, what's going to develop. Because I feel like even though we have our own opinions about things, we know that just having our own opinions doesn't mean that we can enforce our opinions on somebody else, that's only going to work out poorly for us. So we're waiting to see if this other person is going to be somebody who sort of, I don't want to say figures it out, because that kind of implies that we have all the right answers all the time, but that they get on the same page with us. We just want to wait and see if they get on the same page with us by themselves. Okay, so that's Scorpios. La da 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 da. Thank you, Ms. Gemma. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, I think there's somebody in your life that you're afraid of them seeing the real, true you on the 19th. You may be going for a job interview, and so you've sort of doctored up that resume and you're doctoring up your answers to questions, that type of thing. It may be that there's somebody that you're crushing on a little bit, and you want them to think better of you than what you would normally present as. And so I think you're being very careful to make sure you've got your best foot forward, Sagittarius, on the 19th. For those of you who would not mind sharing, please do so. We've got 3 more signs, and we're going to head into Reiki. I like for as many people to be here for Reiki as possible. That way, whoever has questions can ask them while I'm still here. All right, Capricorn. Capricorns, I feel like you're starting something over on the 19th. And there's a little bit of an angst feeling about starting this over as I feel into this. So I'm not sure if this is like a project that you're doing for work and you're coming up on the deadline and you're realizing, oh man, I really messed that up. Let me scrap this and start over. Or if this is like a new relationship you're starting over, or maybe you're coming out of a relationship and moving into a new place and starting over. And it doesn't have to be as big as any of those, but I feel like there's something that you're starting over. And I do feel like there's a little angst or frustration for you in whatever that new beginning is that you're starting over with. Thank you for sharing, Ms. Ricky. Aquarius. Aquarius, I feel like you're going to be working on something that could be really time intensive or labor intensive unless you make a template for it. And I feel like you're probably going to be working on how you can create a template to do whatever this is that you're doing so that you can save yourself some time as you're going along. I think you enjoy what you're doing, but it takes up a lot of time and you would like it to be accomplished more efficiently than what it is so far. That's Aquarius. Let's look at Pisces. Pisces, I think you're setting some high expectations in a situation right now. It may be that you've had a talk with somebody that maybe they weren't meeting expectations, and now that you've had this talk, you're hoping that they will meet those expectations in a better way. Maybe it is that you're setting high expectations for yourself. Maybe you've started a new job, and so you have new quotas or things that you have to meet, quotas or targets, and so you may be setting your expectations. I feel like if that's the situation, you're probably setting those expectations higher than your quotas or targets because you feel like if you do that, you've got a much better chance of actually meeting the quota or target itself. So Pisces, high expectations for yourself or for somebody else on the 19th. So that is all of our signs. Marianne Grant, hello, hello. Glad to see you here. Angela Lukes. No pork roll, egg, and cheese today. Let's see. Tammy Bambi. I don't even remember what I just said for Capricorn, so I have no idea how to help you there, honey. These messages don't come from me. They come in through me and out of me, and they are gone. Those of you who have had readings with me and have come back for the next reading and said, remember you told me da-da-da-da-da, I'll be like, no, I don't remember that. What did I say? That's what it's like, because the messages are not mine. They come through me. They're not from me. So there's no offense intended there, so please don't anybody take it personal. If you try to talk to me about a message that I just gave like 2 signs back or even the last sign and I don't remember what it was, it just is how it is. Let's see. So anyway, that's all signs. And yes, half the time you guys are verifying and I'm like, okay, I think that worked out well. All right, that's great. Ooh la la, thank you. Darker eyeshadow than usual. I usually go pretty light on the makeup. Anyway, let's do some Reiki. Reiki for whatever will benefit each one of you the most as an individual. If there is something specific that you would like to set the Reiki for, feel free to do that. Those of you who are joining us later after the broadcast is over, feel free to receive the Reiki as well. It can be just as effective for you as it is for those people in the room right now. Let me go ahead and get it started. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Okay, so we're going to do this until, I guess we'll do this until 28 after the hour. Thank you, S. Sand. Not yet, Angela. Not yet. We're still doing Reiki. You're going to have to put that back up there after the Reiki's over and I open up the floor for that. La da 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 da. Exactly. Yeah, a Sand ordered a 2-question reading from me, and she left the questions pretty wide open. And some stuff came up, and I was just like, oh, goodness. I hope she knows what all this means. And then she came back with an email saying that she did, and I was relieved. That's the life of a psychic. You go out there on a limb all the time saying what you hear, and you just have to hope the other person gets it. Oopsie. Got a lot of Reiki energy going out to base chakras today, legs today, knees today. Feel like there's a lot going out to third eyes today. Oh, hearts are picking up now too, heart chakras. La da da da. Somebody's solar plexus is soaking some energy up. And sacral. Oh, you guys are just hitting it all over. Thank you, S-Stand. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Mm-hmm. 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 You're feeling the heart and the feet. Heart has to do with healing from some kind of emotional trauma, and feet have to do with finding your direction. If you're feeling both at the same time, it could be that some kind of emotional trauma has sort of thrown you off your direction. Now you're going to be getting back on track. Mm-hmm. While we're just sitting here doing the Reiki, just to let you guys know, if you would like to order a reading from me, I do have live readings either over the phone or by Skype, and then I also have recorded readings if you just have 1 or 2 questions. Also, you can order Reiki from me. I do Reiki. You can either buy 1 session at a time, or if you'd like a discount, you can buy packages. Either way, all you have to do to have any of those services is just get a hold of me. You can find my contact information on my website, which is www.amista.info. For those of you who are in the local area, I also do house clearings and psychic parties. You're feeling warm? That's good. You're feeling that energy. You're feeling the third eye leveling? I'm not surprised you're feeling the third eye. Right arm is stiff and cold. Well, a spirit is going to make more than just your right arm stiff and cold. Arms have to do with how we hold our experiences in life. How do we hold our experiences to us? So if you have an arm that is getting some energy, then you can expect, like, if you suppress emotions about different experiences or if you push experiences away, then that may be changing. If you're somebody who really pulls experiences into you, always wants new experiences to the point that you're unbalanced, that could be changing too. But it's bringing you into balance in that way. I know you meant a ghost. A ghost is going to make more than just your arm cold. A ghost is going to make your whole body freaking freezing cold. Psychic parties are fun. I do 2 versions of psychic parties. I can either come and read at a psychic party, and in fact, I had one lady set me up on Skype on her TV screen and had people come into a room when she had a party, and I read for each person as they came into the room. So I don't even have to be there if you're really far away. So a psychic party can be where I come in and read. And then I also like to do psychic parties where I facilitate as you and your guests figure out what your psychic abilities are and how they work. And we explore those. And that's always fun too. People are generally pretty surprised at what they can do with their own psychic abilities because we don't really think about using them most of the time in everyday life. Striving, glad to see you here. B-Day Rush, hello, hello, glad you're here. You guys came in while we're doing Reiki. We've got about 1 more minute left. Yep, psychic parties are fun. I like them. Hey there, Ms. Lorraine. How you doing today, my dear? I am alive. I'm breathing. I think that's an amazing, fantastic, wonderful story right there. So many opportunities are open to us when we're alive and breathing, aren't there? Okay, so that is the end of Reiki. Let me wrap that up. All right, so now it's time for free-for-all questions or card of the day, which I'll just answer until my alarm goes off. I think it's going to go off at like 55 after, something like that. I don't remember for sure. You're okay. Are you getting snow again? Okay, you guys already have me inundated. Let me back up. Okay, so Marianne Grant wants a COD. We're going to start with Lenormand for you. It is a classic question, Lisa. I'll be happy to look at it for you. Cray 87, I don't do medical reads. So if you want to throw a different question in there, that would be a good idea. Medical stuff is for doctors and for medical intuitives, which I am not a medical intuitive. Okay, this is from Marianne Grant. We're doing some Lenormand cards. Your house card comes up. Ooh, baby. Your house card comes up as the sun. That is sweetness. Let's see what comes up as your cover card. Ooh, I like it. The dog. Okay, so when you've got the sun with the dog in the sun's house, this just means that a relationship with a friend is being highlighted right now. And it's really important in your life at the moment. And it's a very happy thing. So some kind of friendly relationship going on for you, Ms. Marianne Grant. Lisa O. Will she meet a special man? I think I'm going to change your question. Because, you know, men can be special in all kinds of ways, and some of them are great and some of them are not so great. So I think I'm going to change this to, will Lisa meet a man who would be appropriate for having romantic potential on her trip to Arizona? Let's put it that way, because I think that's what we're getting to anyway with this. We don't want to know if he's a genius or something. We don't really care. We don't care if you meet a special man like that. Huh. I see you planning for the trip. That's the first thing that comes up. Oh man, the trip is actually happening. I think you're going to really enjoy this trip. I don't think you're going to meet a man. You might meet somebody younger that wishes you were a cougar, but I don't think you're going to meet a man that you really have a lot of potential with as far as for this trip, my dear. I do think you're going to have a good trip, though. You've got a lot of good stuff going on. Gemma Croft Baker wants a COD. La da 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 da. La da da da. COD for Gemma Croft Baker. Okay, you've got the Four of Pentacles. Now, this could be a financial meaning, but I'm really feeling something different, Gemma. To me, this feels like this is you sheltering your feelings, like not really sharing fully with somebody in your sphere of influence right now. You don't feel safe enough to really share exactly how you feel with that person or with a group of persons even. But protecting and shielding your feelings is how I'm picking that up for you, Ms. Gemma. I hope that makes sense for you. Vera. COD for Ms. Vera. I like it. You've got the Knight of Stones, honey. This may be you going to school and learning something. This is definitely somehow you doing something to strengthen your position in the world. So you could be starting some kind of new investing opportunity just as well, or adding some skill to your repertoire, something to strengthen your position in the tangible world. Okay, that's for Miss Vera. Stacy Spring wants a fish too. Let's see. Card of the day for Stacy Spring. By the way, guys, cards of the day are very current events. They should have happened within the past 24 hours. And if not within the past 24 hours, then they should happen within the next 24 hours. Oh, you just had a card that fell, Miss Stacy. Okay, what you've got, my dear, is the Hermit. The Hermit just means that you're spending some reflective time probably by yourself. If you're not by yourself, you're going to feel like you're alone in a crowd. But more than likely, you're by yourself and you're just spending some reflective time figuring some things out. Okay, so that is Stacy. How did I go so far? Love and Light wants a COD. We're going to use Lenormand for Love and Light as well. La da 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 da. You're a Capricorn and you want to know what's going to happen on the 19th. I already gave the Capricorn prediction on the 19th. You'll have to take a peek back at that, Tammy Bambi. Whatever you got there is whatever you got there, unless you get a private reading. COD for striving. Ricky wants a COD. Sand wants a COD. Okay. Right now, though, we're doing Love and Light's COD. We're doing Lenormand for her. Love and Light, your house card. Ooh, baby, baby, you got the child. Now, the child can be literally a child. It can also be somebody who is acting childish in your life. We much prefer the first definition, though. Ooh, and your cover card is the heart. Okay, so this can definitely be new love. This can also be bringing a baby home into the family and just being all gaga over that baby whenever it comes in. One of those two. And a new love doesn't have to be a person either. It could be some kind of new hobby even that you really enjoy. But something new coming in with that child could be a child itself that you're really enjoying, that you really love. So that's for Love and Light. Tammy Bambi, you're going to have to come up with another question, honey. I don't expand on the messages that I've already given. Unless you know, like I said, unless you want a private reading. Or if you want a COD, just let me know. Striving, COD. Card of the day for striving. Striving. Okay, honey. You've got the Magician card. Sometimes this is going to be a trickster energy, but I really feel like this is kind of frustration. This is just one of those days where it seems like you're not getting anything settled, resolved, or moving forward. Sorry. That's not my favorite message to give. Better than a trickster, though. Ricky Jorgensen wants a COD. Ricky. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This tells me that you're not feeling like you're doing so well as far as supporting yourself. And you would really like it if there was somebody who would come in on a white horse and rescue you. Does that make sense to you, Ms. Ricky? S Sand, COD for S Sand. La da 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 da. S Sand. Oh, okay. You've got the Stag showing up in reverse S Sand. This is telling me that something's been going on that has you feeling like your self-esteem has hit the tubes. And actually, I just read your comment from the, I don't know if it was yesterday's video or another video, but I can see why that would happen with the things that have gone on for you. But this just means your self-confidence, your happiness with who you are is down in the pits right now at the moment. Not so comfortable in your own skin. All right, so let's see who's next. That would be... Okay, Manuela, COD. Your fingers are already typing, Ricky. Manuela. Okay, honey, you've got the 10 of Pentacles. This is a nice card to have. It just talks about feeling very secure in whatever your situation is and also enjoying the people around you and the security that you have. That's for you, Miss Manuela. Angela Lux needs a card of the day. Angela, we're going to do Lenormand for you. I know that you are an adventurous person. You'll be up for them. Angela Lux likes to test me out on things sometimes, just to see if I can pull it off. Sometimes I do well and sometimes I don't. Angela Lux, Lenormand cards. Okay, honey bunny, your house card is the Fox. Not so sure I like that house card. Let's see what else we got. And you have the Child. Okay, all right. Basically, this combination means that there's some kind of little white lies going on. So this could be that you're telling some little white lies, or it could be that somebody is telling you some little white lies. Kind of depends. Since we're looking at you, this may be you telling some little white lies. But if you can't think of any white lies that you're telling, then be on the lookout for somebody who might be. Lorraine Southlick wants to know, will her appointment tomorrow work out? How will Lorraine's appointment tomorrow go? Just had 2 cards fall. La da da da, la da da da. Let's see if either one of those comes up. You just had 2 more cards fall. I guess I should just... Those felt like they were supposed to fall. Those other ones didn't. First thing that's coming up, it looks to me like you are doing some kind of long-term planning for this appointment or at this appointment. I feel like you're getting some pretty decent news there, although the appointment is costing you more than you would like it to cost. I think that you are going to have some more long-term goals that you're going to set at this appointment. And I feel like you may be a little bit concerned about whether you can ever even reach those long-term goals. But the decision has been made. That's the goal. That's what I have coming up there for you, Ms. Lorraine. La da 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 da. B-Day Rush wants a COD. La da da da. COD for B-Day Rush. Oh, this is odd. We just had the same card and the same duck come up last time, only in reverse. B-Day Rush, this is telling me that you are doing pretty good about providing for yourself right now, and you're feeling good about where you are in your life. I hope that makes sense for you. Anna Minton wants a COD, please, and thank you. Look how polite. Cleaning the stovepipe this weekend. No snow. No snow is good. I've never cleaned a stovepipe, but I'm thinking it sounds like it could be a pain in the butt. You felt cold and sad during Reiki, Manuela? A lot of times when we have emotional reactions like that, it means that spirit is working on a root that was kind of stuck in us, that maybe we had suppressed our emotions about earlier, up until now. And so then we have emotions as that root comes out. The fact that you felt cold tells me that this root had some anger around it, that there was something that you've had some anger or some other kind of negative emotion around something that Sacred Spirit was helping you with. Okay, Anna, your card just flipped over for me. My gosh, I think we just had this card too in the same way, right side up. So Anna, you're doing something that strengthens your position in the tangible world. This could be getting a new job. This could be learning a new job skill, going to school. This could be, what's the other thing that I always think of with this one? La da 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 da. You're just finding ways to make yourself more valuable to your employer, or you are thinking of ways to add more money to that checkbook. But making yourself stronger in a very tangible way is what we have coming up for you, Ms. Anna. Crate 87, switching over to a COD. Let's do it to it. La, 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 la. Excuse me. Alrighty, so Crate 87. You got a nice card. You've got the Three of Pentacles. This just means that you'll be collaborating with somebody. Enjoying that collaboration. La da 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 da. Something rings Lisa O's bells. You're quite welcome, Nora. It's going to be interesting, huh, Marianne Grant, to see who it might be. You're quite welcome, Lisa. La da 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 da. I went way too far, I think. Okay. Carla Alley wants a COD. Gosh, we're already back to Lenormand again. Carla Alley. I see. Well, let's see what these cards say. It might say something about that, or it might say something else. House card is the mountain. There we go. And we've got the ship. You know, the mountain is supposed to be trouble, obstacles, things in the way. But because I live so close to the mountains, I've gotten to where I don't always read it as that. So the way that I would actually read this for you, my dear, is that you're going to be taking a trip to the mountains, or you have taken a trip to the mountains. Okay, so that's what we've got for you, Ms. Carla Alley. Now, if I was going to read this in a more traditional way, what I would say is you may have been hoping to travel, and there might have been problems with that, or you were trying to get some communication out, and there may be problems with some kind of email to a big group or a mass broadcast or something like that. There would be problems with that. But the way I read it personally, you may be making a trip to the mountains. I know the Lenormands have some great cards in there, don't they, Vera? You're quite welcome, striving. Oh, you're taking an online course. That fits then, huh? Always reflecting. Ah, so that's kind of your normal state of being, huh, Stacy? Question for Patty E. You didn't even say hi to me, and you're going to throw a question in there? Hello, glad you're in the room. What is happening concerning a new car? Are we talking about a new car for you? Let's see what comes up here. Patty E wants to know, what is happening concerning a new car? Is there anything happening concerning a new car? La da 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 da. Yes, this is the Gilded Lenormand Vera by can't tell you the name without looking at the box. Give me a second. Gilded Riviera Lenormand by Ciro Marchetti. They came out with a new revised version this past summer 2017, with 4 additional cards that are not in your typical Lenormand deck. At least 4. Maybe there's more than 4, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. What is happening concerning a new car? Patty E wants to know. Not a lot of communication going on concerning a new car. Looks like maybe your old car went toes up or something, because I've got the Tower and you're recovering from the Tower situation. 10 of Cups, not very happiness making. I don't see a lot of good stuff happening concerning a new car, honestly. We've got a King of Clubs. This could be about a windfall, money coming to you, but even with that, you still got the 2 of Cups reversed. I think that if you buy a new car, and I'm looking at this as if you're buying a new car yourself, if you're buying a new car, I do think that you get some money to buy the new car, but it may not be enough to get the new car that you actually want with this 10 of Cups in reverse and the 2 of Cups in reverse. That makes sense for you? Cool. Thank you, Striving. Where is your rescuer, Ricky? Thank you for lighting a candle for us, Manuela. That's so sweet. Should you sell your home and go on a journey by yourself with your dog? Oh, that sounds fun. We've got a lot of details here. I will tell you, I'm going to look at this just exactly the way you questioned it, Tammy, but I will tell you that if it was me, I would be like breaking that down. Should I sell my home? Would be one question. Should I go on a journey? Would be another question. Should I bring my dog? Would be another question. Because right now, the way that I'm asking this, should you sell your home and go on a journey with yourself and your dog? If any one of those things is a no-go, that's going to make your whole thing a no-go. But let's see what comes up. If they're all a yes, then that makes it pretty easy for you, right? Should Tammy Bambi sell her home and go on a journey by herself with her dog? La da da da, la da da da, la da 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 da. Well, we've pretty much got a no-go here, honey. You do definitely need to be making some long-term plans. If you do go on a journey, also, I don't think the dog should go with you. We've got the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, which means collaboration is not happening. And I think the idea of going on a long journey has a certain appeal to you, but then as you get into the meat of it, I don't think that that's going to be something that you really enjoy. There are some other things that you could do that would make you happier. So sure, sell the home, but maybe not go on a journey. And if you do go on a journey, definitely not with the dog. Excuse me. Right, love and light? I kind of figured your baby days are over, but just because you're not having a baby doesn't mean there's not a baby coming home into the family. I don't know. I guess you would know if there was, though. Carla Burrell, hello, hello. You're welcome, Ricky. La, da, da, da. One of my first online predictions was that somebody was going to find out that they were going to be a grandma, and it was going to be sudden and shocking and a surprise when they found out. And that happened. like less than 2 hours after I said it. Will Mr. Big be my date for my friend's engagement party in March? I was liking it better when you said Mr. C or something like that, honey. Spirit has a sense of humor. They're going to take that Mr. Big and just be like all over the, oh, yeah, let's answer this question. But I'm going to ask it the way you asked it. I just don't know how much I'm going to trust that answer for you. Because I don't think they're going to answer what you're trying to ask me. I would say you're probably going to go with a friend, like another female friend. I don't see a Mr. being all dedicated to the idea of going with you, honey. That's a fitting card. That's kind of what I figured, Sand. B-Day Rush, did you get skipped? Really? I didn't see your request, I guess. Okay, let's do B-Day Rush. Carla, I know you didn't get skipped. That's what I figured, Lorraine, was going to be. The appointment would be more expensive than you wanted it to be. Carla, didn't I just answer you a question? I'm sure I did. Like just a second ago. Why are you saying you got skipped? That's baloney. Stop that. You know there's a zillion and one people in front of you. You might have to wait. Okay, B-Day Rush. Here's the deal. You got skipped because you didn't say COD. If you just put a bunch of hearts in the chat, I'm just gonna think, oh, she's sending good energy. That's nice. She doesn't want a message today. So let's take care of B-Day Rush. Okay. La, 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 la. B-Day Rush. Card of the day. This is going to be the last card or question right here. Ooh, baby, baby. You got a powerful one, B-Day. You got the High Priest. Okay, so the High Priest just means, let me actually feel around about this. I'm not so sure. I really feel like there's a different translation on this one than usual for you, B-Day. I think you're dealing with a very stubborn man. A very stubborn man. And I don't know if the specifics that I'm picking up are actually applying to you, but what I'm picking up here is I think he's very stubborn about his diet. I think he needs to be on a different type of diet, or he needs to be paying better attention to his diet. He may be diabetic or have some other reason, medical reason, why he should be paying attention to his diet. Or maybe he shouldn't be drinking. That could be a factor here too. But, you know, what he's putting into his body, he really should be paying better attention to if he wants to live well and live long. And I think he's being really stubborn about that. Definitely you're dealing with somebody stubborn. I know that for sure. But I think that there's some kind of tie in there about diet, that they're really stubborn about the food that they eat or the drinks that they're putting into their body, something like that. Okay, so that's for B-Day Rush. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. If any of you would like to schedule an actual formal reading with me or a formal Reiki session, feel free to pick up my contact information at my website and just get a hold of me. That website is www.amista.info. Everyone have a fantastic, wonderful, thrilling day, and thank you for all of your support, whether it's likes, shares, comments, whether you've booked readings or Reiki sessions with me, whatever it is. I do appreciate it all sincerely. Everyone, peace out.